Man, 14 years, Paul. Can you believe it? You were there.
I was there. Yeah. Now
Jeez.
the clip is Eli Manning running around and he hugs
Like,
Fiegels, right?
yeah, I think he's, I don't know, he's looking around for somebody to
You're
hug.
looking around for somebody and you're out, right? You're
Well, there's a cool picture. Strahan is chasing me. I outrun him. Obviously, that's easy. I
yeah.
just could not wait to get out of there. Couldn't. I couldn't do it anymore. The cold had starting to mess with my mental. I said, I'm out of here. I'll see everyone in the locker room. You
Take
know, it
us
was
through the
cool.
kick. We take us through the process, Lawrence, because that ball was hard. It was cold, and we
It
know
was
Greg Joseph
difficult.
beat your January record. You still have the
Yeah.
postseason Lambeau record, and it was much colder, 30 degrees colder when you kicked it than
I
when.
had a kind of mean tweet towards Greg Joseph earlier this month when he kicked that because I was like, congratulations on your
Yeah.
51-yard field goal before the half to put your team get them within 20 points
In
or
the
something.
regular
So it
season.
wasn't very nice of me to say that, but man, just you guys know the story. I've told it 100 times. I just felt so good about that kick. Like I know I had missed a couple, but Paul knows I just never let things bother me. And I really felt good about the one before that at the end of and 8 minutes left in the regulation, 43 yarder, hit it really, really well and missed it a little left. And so the one in overtime was just how I'm built, self-confidence. I knew I could make it if I just started on the right track and we get the most important piece,
Right.
a good snap and a good hold. And Jeff and Jay Alford, I give them a lot of credit. That is not easy to do what they did that night. But I think the coolest moment I had that night was when I did run all that way off the field is I got to spend a minute by myself in the locker room with nobody around.
You were the first one in the locker room?
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Nobody everyone else stayed out there,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
it's a long walk from the field at Lambeau up to where your locker is. It's a weird deal, super narrow, and then you walk, 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 walk. So I was able to spend about a minute, minute and a half before all the hooting and hollering came in. So that was, like, the coolest thing I remember, just being by myself, thinking about all the people that helped get me there, my teammates, my family, so, um,
Did you cry?
yeah. No. No, 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 no. I almost felt like crying when I pulled my sock off and my foot exploded like a damn balloon and was the size of a baseball. I was like, "Oh, no, I'm not gonna be able to play in the Super Bowl."
Yeah.
That was my first thought, and then they almost didn't let me fly home that night. So, I was worried on that front. I'm like, "What do you mean you're not gonna let me fly home?" Because they were worried about it getting bigger or pressurizing. So they did ultimately let me go home, and I had it drained, the next day, and I was really sick. I think, Paul, you guys wanted to talk to me the next day. I was not available, and it was I think some people may have thought I got drunk. Oh, no. I was just sick, like, so sick, like a quick flu or something, or I don't know what it was, but just
Well, you
being
were
out.
outside playing in the cold, right? Like a
Yeah.
little kid.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was pretty sick, that whole next day, so
But
Lawrence,
you did
I
not get
like the
drunk?
story. I like the story, before that kick with Coughlin, in your interactions with Coughlin and how you didn't wait. Just what did he say to you after the first two misses? And obviously, you didn't give him a chance after the third one. Before the third one.
you see it on TV, he's just kinda Letterman made fun at poked fun at it on
Yeah,
his show too, and he's like, "Attaboy, we'll get him next time,"
yeah.
Letterman in his funny way, and I was like, "Yeah, that's not probably not what he's saying." He's like,
No,
"What the
no.
F are you doing?"
Yeah,
So, I didn't I have no idea what he was saying. I can guess what he was saying because I have a pretty good I do a pretty good job of ignoring him. I know he's barking, but I just compartmentalize it and say, "Okay, I know he's mad.
yeah.
I'll fix it." Um, so it was good to make it, man. It was just fun. It's
But
a
you
cool
ran
kick.
out there, right? They didn't. He didn't say field goal, and you ran out there before he yelled
Paul,
field goal, right?
there was no way in hell Tom Coughlin was going to call field goal. I just know him. I know his mentality. I know what those coaches were saying in his headset. And so being having so much self-belief in myself, I'm like, I'm when this ball is either incomplete, complete, Steve Smith, the ball, I'm like, I'm running on the field. And when I ran out there and looked around, I didn't see Jeff or Jay. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, where? And then so he shooed, Jeff and them on when he saw me. So I'm glad, I made that decision because who knows what would have happened if I would have sat there and waited. He wouldn't have probably, maybe he kicks it, maybe he doesn't. We'll never know. But I also am not a giant, probably.